Hello everyone and welcome back to Mini Golf Tycoon. If you don't already know, this is a little game I'm working on to one day hopefully put on Steam. Essentially, you build and manage your very own mini golf park, play your holes, and watch your guests play them. It is still really early in development, so it's very unfinished. But without further ado, let's get on with the video. As you probably already know from the title, I redid my entire building system again. It seems like quite a big change to be made in the 14th devlog, but in the end it was definitely a good decision. I started with basically using the code from my tutorial series here on the channel and using it for the base of the building system. If you haven't watched my previous videos, I started off with a piece-based building system and moved to a spline-based one. I originally changed it because of a physics bug, which of course was actually worse with the spline system. After I found the actual fix, I kept the splines anyway, and honestly, they sucked. Every time I playtested or watched another person play the game, the same 3 designs were made every single time. Whether it's because of lack of creativity, time, or just not knowing how to make anything else, it was boring. No variation in things you could make. It actually limited creativity, which is not what I thought when making it. And also, there was no way to cap off your holes at the end other than the hedge I made. Oddly, I realized all of this one day sitting in English class. But enough with the rambling, let's get on with the creating. First, I changed where the props were in the building menus from the build menu to the decorate menu to make space for the course pieces. But where were the course pieces? Luckily, I never got rid of the original models for them, so I used all those at first, and then I realized that they were all pretty messed up. So I had to go and remake all 5 pieces about 5 times because of geometry issues, symmetry issues, and more. Once I got all of them modeled and imported into Unity, it was time to start code. Nope, I started working on my 150 sub special, which you should definitely go check out. It took me a very long time to make and edit. And after all that, school got out and I could start working again. Let's go over the new building system so you can create something in Mini Golf Tycoon just like this. First thing you're going to want to do is go to your build menu and create the new hole. It's really not that hard, you just press this big plus button. And you can select it and you can rename it to be something like Epic Mini Golf. Yes, that's how you spell. And this new edit button replaces the add node button from the previous updates. You click it and you enter this new mode called edit mode. You can place objects and decorations. Let's start with trying to place a skinny hole, but you see it doesn't really line up, that doesn't look very good. So you can click on this and there's a new variant button up here. You can switch between the two. Now you need to move it to switch it around using the R button, and you can now place your skinny piece and it lines up. Now what you can do is use these new wide pieces, and you can change the variant in here too. But you see this also doesn't line up, so you're going to probably want to get another skinny piece and change the variant. Now these wide pieces will fit perfectly, and you can do some really cool things with them, like adding like rocks and other obstacles in the middle to have to kind of like weave the ball through. And these edge pieces is how you can now cap off your courses. And it works pretty well, seamless. And you can, this is also another feature. If you go to decorate and you place a decoration like a tree or a rock in edit mode, it becomes a part of this course. So if I hit done, which finalizes the editing, you can see if I move it, those decorations move with it. But if I place a normal rock, they do not move with it. Another thing that I think is kind of forgotten is the tunnel features. I'm going to show you how to use that again, because it's honestly not very well known, I think. So if I place this down here, and I use this to make a new tunnel, let's just like stick it right there, and you can also bring it out a little if you think it's kind of too inset into the rock and you can not see it very well. You can use the advanced tools, which is X by the way, and you can place the exit to the tunnel anywhere you want. I'm just going to put it on the other side of the rock. I am going to bring it out because, you know, collision issues and stuff is a little wonky, and I can link them up using the link tool. So I press tunnel, I link it, and I click on this one and it's linked. I also should probably set this one to tunnel as well. And then we also need to place our finished hole. I'll just place it there, and we can now play our new hole. Let's see how good I am at Mini Golf Tycoon. Probably not very good. I got into the tunnel, it sent me straight out. If I can get this in 2, I'll be very happy. Let's go, I got it in 2. Anyway, that is pretty much how the new building system works, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Next, I did something that drastically improves the graphics of the game: ambient occlusion. Basically, it makes spots that should be dark darker, which gives more definition to the models so you can actually see the polygons and it isn't so flat. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner, and it looks so much better. And you can actually see the people. Sometimes the game can feel a little slow, so I added buttons to change the speed of the game. This is a feature tons of simulation games have, and I've been meaning to make it for a long time. I also spent some time modeling a few extra course pieces, which technically brings the total up to 12, with 2 of those being extra variants. But those all add a lot to the game, with different course widths and some elevation. The camera for playing golf has always felt a bit off and really jittery. I made some changes, and now it feels a lot smoother and also looks pretty cinematic when you hit the ball. Let's go on a little rant. I think I should mention this will most likely be the last free update for the game other than bug fixes and stuff, because I do have a demo up on itch.io that is getting all of these updates, but the game is supposed to be on Steam and actually cost money. I know right now the game doesn't look like it'd be worth anything, but I have plans for the game that will hopefully increase its value. Maybe I'll make an actual demo one day, but for now you're probably going to get what comes with this update, and that's about it. There will still be devlogs, and now that I don't have school to worry about, I can focus a little more on game dev. Note that most of these changes happened over a period of 3 days, which is really fast. Once I get all the programming out of the way, I just have a lot of modeling to do. And remember, if you want to see a specific thing added to the game, just join my Discord server and put it in the suggestions channel. I need to talk a bit about the future of the game as well. I have some big things planned, like a massive UI overhaul, a research and leveling system, and possibly a way to share your holes. I need to set up a Steam page soon, which will hopefully be the next devlog. That means I can finally start gaining wishlists and get my game more known. This rant has probably ruined my viewer retention, but with that, I do think it's time to end the video. If you somehow made it this far, you may as well subscribe. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.